How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting the fuzzy. What's going on? What's going on, people? It is a day of another day. Of another day that we call Tuesday. And with being said, what's going on, people? Hope everybody's doing everything as far as being safe and prosperity within this life of living. Anyway, that being said, I want to talk about the story at hand, and it's about a transgender woman from Durham. Now, the thing about this story, which has a little twist to it, it's a transgender woman, and she's locked up and stuff, and it seems as if she's transitioned while she was in prison. Her name is Christopher, and I'm going to shoot the story to you can see it for yourself. Now, she was locked up at 18 years old, and she's now, of course, older now. And I want to share this story with you. Check this out. Former altar boy Christopher Hunnisett complained that keeping his segregated means he can't have access to same education, work, and visiting opportunities at other prisoners. Now, he was jailed in prison and he chopped off his own testicles, and DIY. Claims to be a transgender ops, claims her rights are being violated. Now, this is how the story goes. They call him a murderer. Well, I guess it's her. A murderer performed her own DIY sex change behind bars by cutting off her testicles, has claimed her rights in prisons are being violated. Now, the former altar boy, Christopher Hunnisett, 33 years old, told the court, "I have cut off my testicles and sliced the shaft of my penis in half." Asking her case to the High Court, she complains keeping her segregated at HMP Frankland, Durham, was unfair, and that she showed a lack of respect by the prison, who called her homemade operation self-harm surgery. Now, Christopher was caged for life in 2012 for bludgeoning a supermarket worker to death with a hammer. But Christopher now identifies as a woman after cutting off his testicles, or her testicles. Her plot to reveal after she took her case to the High Court and complained about her treatment at HMP Frankland, Durham. And she's speaking on a video link from prison. She says that although she needs to be protected, keeping her segregated was the result of violation of her rights. Now, always away from her other tags or lags, she cannot access the same education or work in church, visiting opportunities like the rest, being segregated, isolated for a year now, and enough to drive another person crazy, she told Mr. Justice Landstaff. Jailed in 2012 for the brutal murder of Peter at 57 years old following a homosexual liaison in Brexhill, East Sussex. It occurs only months after she was acquitted at a retrial of drowning and dismembering an 81-year-old priest, Reverend Ronald Glazebrook, formerly from Chantonbury Drive, Hassington, had served 9 years for the 2001 killing in St. Leonard on the Sea. At the retrial, she said she had an attack with Reverend Glazebrook because he was sexually molesting her, and then panicked and hid his body. Now, what she said was that his body was hacked into pieces and then dropped into spots inside of a sports bag. And at the time of the conviction for Mr. Bick's death, she claims to be on a mission to get rid of the world of pedophiles. However, there is no evidence to suggest that Mr. Bix had ever done anything wrong. The High Court heard that from around October 2015 that she had begun to identify as a woman. And although she accepted she could not be put on a vulnerable prison wing, she said her treatment is breached in her human rights because it is inhumane. But ruling against her, Mr. Jessic Landstaff said that the prison decision were to hold her was lawful and for her own protection. The court is not, as a part of his duty, requires to manage prisoners. He said, he continued, in fact, she is a transgender. It is a fact, as a result of that, she may suffer a greater risk from other people than she otherwise would. It is an obligation of the prison to protect so far as it can from such risks. Her judicial review claims was rejected. Appeared in a video link screen with the long brown hair and striped blouse, which I have not found. Okay, you see that? You know, it's amazing because allegedly she done killed a few people and stuff, and it kind of brought me a little bit of Jeffrey Dahmer, you know what I mean? You know, the killings and stuff, but I'm not saying, you know, I'm not trying to take away from her storyline. It's basically she split her, you know, testicles, and she decided she wanted to split her penis and stuff like that, as far as, you know, doing a sex change in reference to doing it herself because she felt as though she's a transgender woman inside a prison. So be it. Now I understand that her trial was rejected and stuff as far as her trying to get out and stuff. Now, if she's out, I do not know. I didn't find any information in reference to her being free. I read it rejected, but then it also stated that she had on an outfit and stuff, like long hair and stuff. And I thought this story was like, well, if she had this outfit on as far as her being free, where are the pictures of her with this outfit on? I didn't find it. I Googled it, and I couldn't find the pictures of her as far as being as a woman. And basically what she was saying, she was going to go through all the pedophiles and stuff that raped her and stuff like that. And allegedly, she said that the Reverend did it, and they're saying that she had a long-time boyfriend. And she ended up killing him as well. You know, it just amazes me because the thing about it that gives me a little, I don't want to go here, but I'm going to go here because it is what it is. A person that committed this many crimes and stuff, she feels as though she's not being treated fair. Now, Semi Mesa Raven, well, she's trans, you know, we got to support our sister. Listen. Allegedly, she cut the body up and she put it, put the Reverend's body in, you know, in the park and stuff, and then she killed the boyfriend, and they're saying that it can't admit that it was the boyfriend and stuff, but he ended up dead as well. You know, it's kind of like Jeffrey Dahmer, like I said before, like a serial killer type of thing. I have to call the thing a thing. You know, it's a little odd, you know, for me to hear this story and stuff like that. And basically, she feels it's unfair treatment as far as, you know, her being trans, she's not treated properly as a woman. You know, and the thing about it is, you know, I don't like to go too much into depth as far as it, because she's a trans woman and maybe she's traumatized. I do not know. I don't want to speculate anything. And I also thought about, you know, is this the flip side, you know, when a transgender woman gets tired and she attacks back? Is this what it looks like when we're looking at it from a different angle? Instead of her being murdered, she murdered the people that was, you know, attacking her. So I thought it was that as well. You know, but thing, like I said before, no one has the right to take anyone's life, whether she's wrong or right. I'm not going to judge her, but murder is murder. You know, and I can't just say, well, you know, she needed to kill them and stuff like that, because I would never condone someone's murdering someone and stuff like that, taking someone else's life. But the thing about it is that I just thought it was really odd, you know, that it was this type of story. You know, and the thing about it was that they explained that she had this outfit on with long hair and stuff like that, but I never saw pictures. You know, and it's one of them stories that make me just go a little questioning, you know, question a little bit. You know, and then she went to cut her testicles and she's a trans woman now and stuff like that. But anyway, I want to share this with you, and I definitely want to hear what you feel about this. Do you find this story a little bit odd, you know, something really strange? Maybe you could show me something that I'm missing, because I could be missing a lot. And I always feel as though we could collaborate stories and stuff, you know, and what you may see from this story may come from you. Be like, well, Raven, this is what I get from this story. Or Raven, this is what I get from this story. You know, because we all have different stories. We all have different ways we come amongst being in our truth and living in our truth. And we could share different sides of how we can see the story. Now, me, myself, I just found this story a little odd. To me, it's just something just missing. You know what I mean? Allegedly, she killed them, and, you know, and she wants to know why she's being treated this way as far as her hormones. She don't feel this is being fair. Now, to me, I try to stand behind my sisters. God knows I do. But I'm going to make some people mad. But when you kill somebody, I don't know what fair comes in that, you know. Just my opinion. You don't feel, unless she's thinking it's not being fair because they killed us and we killed them. I don't know. Like I said before, I need you to help me in this because I don't get it. I really need your help on this. I need you to let me know what I'm missing here because I'm missing something. Anyway, that being said, I thought I'd put it out there so you can check it out and stuff. And I would love to hear your opinion about this. Maybe you can help me. And I want to let you know that I love you. And I want to thank you for watching. Catch the rain.